Okay, hey everybody, welcome to this evening's stream. This evening, as you may have seen from the name and the description, we're going to be taking a look at the Winter's Edge asset pack, which is going to be landing on Crayta tomorrow. It's going to be out tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. GMT. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a sort of a showcase world. So if you've seen in our previous sort of asset packs when we've dropped them, we've always put together a bit of like a showcase to show off all the assets. So we're going to have a run through there, and then we're also then going to jump into do a bit of game creation, so kind of show off some of the ways that you can use these new assets in a game creation environment. And yeah, basically just have a bit of fun. So obviously usual, taking chat feedback and try and come up with some fun stuff. I'm joined by Adam and Sean tonight, so if you guys all want to say hello.
Hello.
Cool. Okay, so what we have here is we're started in this world. I will start actually by explaining we are on an internal build here, so we won't be able to do any sort of in-game interaction with chat tonight, but we'll obviously, yes, we're on the internal build where all this stuff still exists. With that, obviously there may be things you'll see which kind of won't be part of the build tomorrow, or there may be the odd little issue here or there. As I say, this being a sort of a developmental build, it's likely that there's potential for things to kind of have interesting side effects, but hopefully, it'll all hold up and it'll all be good fun. So, as always, let us know if there's any audio or visual issues with the stream. Hopefully, we've got it all sort of nailed down now. So, see, joined by Dancing Demon and Sean. So, Adam, I think, you were kind of the main kind of dev on this, I guess. So do you want to maybe just give us a bit of a tour through this sort of inspiration example?
Sure, yeah. So this is the Winter Asset Showcase that you'll be able to have a playthrough yourselves from tomorrow. And the winter season includes a whole lot of really cool assets. So obviously this isn't just winter assets, we've used some of the previous ones as well, but there's a lot of exciting varied props in here. So this is actually split into several parts. This first part is a little street scene kind of inspired by things like Christmas Carol. If anyone's seen all the different variations on that, particularly the Muppet one. That's obviously my biggest inspiration in life. So we've got like all these different sort of slightly old Englishy houses, kind of Victorian, maybe a little bit later than Victorian era houses. Just feels like a nice sort of setting for a snowy street. Obviously, we've got these cool snowman meshes at most of the doors, which is quite a fun addition. But yeah, you can see there's lots of different things. We've got things like presents, sleighs, big piles of snow. All the things that you might want to make a very wintry or Christmassy type of scene. Feels very festive in here.
I like the big pile of snow with the skis in it. It's like someone's had a really bad accident.
Yeah, that was the idea. Well, either someone's storing them or someone's crashed face first into that and is somewhere underneath all that pile of snow. Hopefully, like, there's little elements of storytelling in here and you can kind of make up your own mind about what's happened. Like this wagon cart over here that's got stuck in all the snow and all the presents have poured out. I don't know, maybe that was like Budget Santa or something with a little crappy wagon that crashed into snow.
I like Budget Santa.
Yep. So there we go, and then we've got like the centerpiece of this street, which is this big Christmas tree up here.
So lovely.
It is nice.
And all the presents under it.
Yeah, so
right,
the lights on this, they're part of the mesh, aren't they? The sort of the little fairy lights going around it.
Yeah, the little fairy lights are. I've added some bigger lights as well to give it those red and yellow hues around it.
Cool.
But mostly, the fairy lights are attached.
Nice.
Little sneaky trick here. I've actually used two trees on top of each other. We've got one Christmas tree which doesn't have snow on it, and one snowy fir tree, and I put both with each other to make a snowy Christmas tree.
Nice. Top tip.
Do you want to follow me inside?
Yeah,
top tip. As always. Oh, you'll notice some meshes have variants now which have snow on them. So like this cottage door has a snowy variant, and the cottage windows as well, which is quite nice. And also worth pointing out, some of the voxels have snow as well.
Nice.
In we go. So this is same sort of tone, but just some of the indoor meshes. So we've got like the nice warm fireplace and the Christmas tree inside, and then we've got like the Christmas dinner table over this side as well. And I thought it would look nice to have pictures on the walls, but this family's a bit weird. They just put up pictures of Christmas items, which you can only assume they have all year round.
So you don't need photos of your children, just two gingerbread men holding hands.
That is their children, Sean.
I like the Crayta crackers.
Yeah,
They're pretty cool.
yeah. I think people have noticed it's quite nice that a lot of our meshes have a little Crayta logo on, and it's quite subtle sometimes. But yeah, it's nice on those crackers.
Nice.
In fact, it's in the fireplace as well. If you look at the grating around the fireplace,
you
are getting close.
Yeah. I'm in first person, so I can like get really close.
Oh, I see.
Nice. I bet you could probably get some pretty cool like crater shadows through that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I don't think we quite see it here, but cool. Okay, then take us on to the next area.
Okay, so when we go into the back room of the house, this is where the fun starts. So the idea here is like, I don't know, there's a little study or something at the back of the house, just with a few study type props in it, a couple more Christmassy things like the Nutcracker down there. But then we've got this table with this open book that's glowing, and this is kind of saying that like, you know, there's some sort of a magical story that's open here, and in a way, the magic of this book has like opened the back of this room. And it's completely opened it out into the story world. So it's probably best that we go through this portal-y thing and find out what the story world's like.
After you.
Cool.
So
here we've...
After the spooky demon to lead us into
Yeah.
magic.
So we've got our like ice cave there to set the transition. And then we come out into our outdoor area where we've got some really exciting new props. So first of all, we've got quite a few different snowy trees and stuff like that, if you look around you, that we've made use of here. But then I think the main piece is ahead, which is the Ice Palace. So we've got a whole array of new meshes to make Ice Palace structures like the one you see ahead.
Yeah, it's cool.
And they're a lot of fun.
And the icicles as well with the like slight bit of translucency. They're pretty cool.
Yep.
Nice. And then more stuff inside. So as you say, so you've made this up of kind of a mixture of new voxels, I guess the ice voxels, and then sort of just like repeated like new window, like Ice Palace windows, Ice Palace stairs.
Yep.
The throne.
Lots and lots of banisters.
Yeah.
The banisters look amazing though, like the little details of the icicles dripping off them and stuff is really nice.
Yeah, it looks really cool. And then the throne itself. Quite menacing.
Yeah, it's quite an imposing structure. More banisters either side of it to look like, I don't know, magic holders.
Oh,
that
nice.
hold magic.
Yeah, so it's like a banister end essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
So you can see
well.
they're the same thing that's used on these corners.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
But we've got that like blue flame or something, magical blue flame. Just makes them a bit more interesting.
Cool. Go check upstairs out.
And this is a 12-sided structure, so I just want to make a note about how painful that was to build when I made it a little bit wrong to begin with, and all the adjustments that had to be made.
But a sign
I think it's now perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah, but it's a sign of how you can really build things off grid and really kind of create these cool structures that aren't boxes and squares, but you can really start to get into it. Nice.
There we go. And then you come up and you get to the balcony with a nice view, and you can sing whatever songs this view may remind you of from up here.
All sorts. The mountains look cool.
But yeah, I don't know what songs those would be. We should probably let it go. So where are we going next?
Booing chat. Have you been sitting on that all day? I bet you've been dying. When you made this balcony, you're like, right, in like however many weeks' time when I'm doing a stream, I'm going to come out with this cracking joke.
Of course.
Cool.
What else could you say?
No, this is really good. It was really fun to like not be involved in this and then like kind of pop in every so often and see like the development of it. So yeah, hopefully that's kind of a really quick little tour of the sort of assets that you can get your hands on when the pack releases tomorrow. This will be available. So I think, Adam, you're saying there's going to be a game card in the hub.
Yeah, so I think kind of similar to how we saw the sci-fi one before, where the hub ended up with a sci-fi card in it that took you to the sci-fi asset showcase. If anyone remembers that, this should be appearing in the hub as well with its own little card. So watch out for that tomorrow. What time's it going out? Around 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
UK time?
Yeah, I think that was the plan. And it's a really good way to sort of get inspiration. So if you're kind of looking for ways that you can put some of these new assets together, so you can just come and have a run around the streets, run around the houses, the ice palace, and just have a look at how certain things are put together. And if you do have any questions, I'm sure Adam will be more than happy to answer them on Discord. So shall we jump in and make a game with these new things?
Yes, let's.
So I was thinking what would be pretty fun is a CTF game, because we haven't made many capture the flag games. I'm going to call this.
Was the last time we made it like our first ever build stream?
It could have been, actually. It could have been that castles in the sky, or whatever it was that we made.
Oh wow! That feels like an age ago.
I think that was pre-launch, wasn't it? That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, snowball fight. Pick a relevant image.
So I noticed Mochi just said bets on how long it'll take the developer to get to the top of the castle. So hopefully, and I know I've said this before, hopefully it's not possible.
Yeah, I think you did spend a bit of time, didn't you? Like putting in the collisions and stuff to try and keep people in the right areas, but we'll see. We'll see if the developer wins this time.
It's like a phase of development for our games now to boop and developer proof them.
Yeah, kind of feels like a constant arms race. Every time we find a new way to block something in, they'll find a new way to exploit it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's invite the guys into my editor. Adam and Mackie. Cool. So you should be getting a link. Okay, so for anyone who's new here, who's sort of checking this out for the first time, this is Crayta, and this is our editor side of the creation experience. So from here, we'll be able to make a game, and we'll be able to make this game collaboratively together. So what you've just seen me do is invite the guys into my session. So in real time, here they are. They're able to now help me kind of create and build out this game, which should be pretty fun. What I was thinking for this is we have got a new a snowball mesh, so I figured what better way to celebrate that than a sort of snowball fight. So the idea is we'll kind of create a capture the flag game around snowball fighting. So probably just a tweak to one of the weapons, one of the base weapons, and then I get it to fire a projectile, which is a snowball. So Adam, did you want to maybe take care of that?
Sure. I'm going to start by importing the package I made, the rocket launcher.
Cool. And then
tweak that.
Yeah, Sean, did you want to maybe just help kind of snow the level up, and we'll add some, we'll kind of do like an outside kind of winter scene. So plenty of the new trees and various things like that.
That sounds nice.
And I shall have a quick look through the library. So as always, we've got the asset pack tagged. So let's go all the way to the bottom here. Or I can just go up. So we've got winter as a tag. That's not going to show me anything there, but if I go across to meshes again. Okay, cool. So here's a selection of all of our meshes actually here in the library. So you can see we've got a whole load of sort of Christmas related things, as well as all the Ice Palace pieces Adam was talking about. Sort of different doors, windows, the throne, different icicles, skis, sledges, snow piles, snowman, and then a bunch of like the trees that you'll see in Crayta before. So things like the fir tree, the city tree, winter, weeping willow. So a bunch of different trees that are kind of have had snow put onto them. So it's quite a nice way if you've currently got a game which involves a lot of trees. It might be quite nice to do almost like a winter season version of that game. You should just swap the meshes out for their snow winter version. You'll kind of keep the feel and look of the game as it was, but the trees will have just will have essentially lost their leaves and been covered in snow. So it'd be quite a nice way to refresh the game. Over in the voxels, we don't necessarily have winter pack here, but we do have some new voxels obviously to show off. So for example, I think snow was there, but we've now got a couple of different versions of snow. So we've got a sort of clumpy snow. I'll add these to my hotbar and show them off in a moment. And then a patchy snow, which is quite a nice way of breaking up. So obviously if the whole level's white, you kind of, a lot of detail gets lost, but you can kind of sprinkle in these areas of patchy snow and clumpy snow to just sort of really separate things. Let's go back here. So we also we've got the ice. I'm not sure if the ice was new, but we've got 3 different colors of ice, and ice is again a really nice way if you've got like a river or a lake or some water in your level. Might be quite nice to just put a layer of ice on top. So let's throw some of these down as well. Okay, so I guess we'll just start with a sort of flood fill of the floor. Okay, so that might not come across too much. I guess the technical grid's disappeared, but we can see we've got this sort of snow effect now, and the usual sounds that come along with that, the sort of slightly crunchy snow sound as we walk around on it. The patchy snow, so here we can see we've got the same sort of thing, but we can get a bit of grass poking through. And I think if we were to do a bit of a mound, so we actually get this sort of soil effect around the sides, so we can create little mounds and it really make it look like a grassy hill essentially that's just been snowed on. Nice. It's always fun to be in basic mode and just see people's drones start to like buzz around.
Yeah, it's less flinging about and seeing things change.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa.
Oh.
Oh.
Who did an extrude?
Someone did an extrude.
Wasn't me.
Cool. So let's have a look at doing another fill. So this is the clumpy snow. So again, it's kind of very similar, but there's a little bit more detail here. We can see where the snow's kind of a bit more formed up in areas, and it just helps break the environment up. So a combination of all these different types of snow. Again, really nice way to just add that extra level of detail. One looks like he stood in the floor somewhere. There he goes. Cool. Let's have a look at some of the meshes. Go back to the winter. Okay, so a couple of these trees. So you can see, get a bit of a sense of the size and scale of these. And turn the game sound up a little bit. I think the game sound is there. I just think when we're talking, we've got it so like the game sound does get dampened. So it is there. It's just we'll probably have to be quiet for you to hear it. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle some trees around in basic mode, and then I'll probably jump across to advanced mode and do a little bit of work on that side.
Are we having this as a blunderbuss that shoots snowballs or something? Is that the idea?
Yeah, I was thinking a blunderbuss because it feels like the right sort of shape. It's kind of got that big round end.
Yeah.
Almost looks like a snowball launcher, doesn't it? Another thing I think I might do is make some little kind of wooden forts and do some kind of like voxel mesh, snow drifts on top of it, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, coming together.
Meshes.
I'm gonna put the controller down for now. I'm just gonna jump across to the advanced mode. I'll get a bit more work done on this side.
That's a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. What is a Charlie Brown Christmas tree? What differentiates that from a normal one?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to assume it's like Charlie Brown the comic, but I don't know. I don't know what it means in terms of Christmas trees.
Don't know. Hopefully Charles can let us know what that means.
Yeah. Right, so I'm going to do a little pond actually first. So quite a nice way to use the new ice is to sort of have an area of water then with a sort of top layer of ice on it. So let's look at doing that. I'm going to erode away the floor here. Have we made this much deeper? No. I'll have a look as well. You might have to remind me, but I'm sure there'll be a bunch of new sounds around as well.
Oh yeah. Let's try and use some of them.
It's normally the one thing I always forget to show off.
Yeah. There definitely are, because I found quite a nice one for the asset showcase. Did you have music on for that when you showed it?
I think so. Yeah, I've turned my music back up again, so it should have been playing when we weren't talking.
Oh wow, there's loads.
Cool. Oh, yeah, I'll check those out in a minute. Okay, so for water, let's create our big water cube. That's a bit of a tip for creating ponds and things. Let's make it a little bit smaller.
A lot of types of bells, sleigh bells and things.
Nice.
Yeah, let's get some music simulating in the middle for everyone.
Oh yeah, good shout. Okay, so I've got my water here that I'd like to sort of fill, but obviously if I did this operation now, it would just kind of create a big cube of water. So before you stamp it, if you just move this up into the sky, okay, then stamp it, but before you click anything else, if you go to the volume select and extract, you basically now have this movable block of water, and we see now if I lower this in, we get a much nicer sort of blend with the environment where it keeps this. The snow voxels don't get overridden because this is now a separate voxel mesh, and actually then what that means is when we come in the water, we keep that all that sort of information there, which just makes your sort of ponds and things much nicer. Again, always a little top tip. You can always then add a script to it over time to have the water move up and down, so kind of a bit more real life simulation perhaps. So let's move that down. And I'm going to try with the ice. Let's have a look at painting. So because this is a separate voxel mesh, I can now sort of apply operations to just this water and not what's around it. So if I get I'm going to go for the blue ice and essentially paint the top layer of it. By the different colours.
Oh, we need a horizon. We now have Mountains Winter as a horizon.
Oh yes, yeah, nice. That's one of your world settings. New things.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's going to do a bit of clipping around there. Tell you what then, let's do this slightly differently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new notch part of that. Oh wow, someone's going through the post processors.
How did you notice?
So let's create this as separate. So if I move this up, kind of do the same trick. So I'm just going to stamp this up in the sky, but then extract it straight away. Move that down. So you can now put that back in, and yeah, that's going to stop it from having that clipping at the sides. And actually, this is what I'm going to do with a bit of snow later to show you kind of a fun way you can work with the snow. So you can kind of offset this just enough that it doesn't quite clip, but it's this layer of ice on top. And then when you're underwater, you look up, you get that same sort of like icy water effect, which is quite nice. I'd always have a look at just doing a little hole in it.
Another thing I've used for icy water is actually like the blue glass voxel, because it's a little bit more transparent than the ice.
Okay.
the ice is almost opaque with a little bit of transparency, whereas the blue glass is
Yeah.
a little bit more see-through.
But yeah, it's nice. So with this being the separate voxel mesh, as I say, I can now position the ice kind of by holding shift or turning off grid snap, and just put it so it's not like a full voxel above, but I can kind of just sink it in. And you get that nice kind of really kind of thin ice effect on top. So that is one thing you can do. Oh, is that the glass that you've just
That's
put
the
in?
blue glass, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So to look through, you can see. Yeah, you could see through it well.
Panic.
Have you just jumped in?
Feels cold in there.
It's pretty cool. You climb out though. Okay. So another thing I was thinking with the weapon, actually, Adam, I forgot to mention this to you before the stream, so apologies if I'm about to drop you in it. But
I
was thinking what might be quite cool is like you have to go to a snow pile to reload. So perhaps we could make it so have it so the clips, you can't reload the weapon with R, should be a straightforward thing to remove, and then just have a trigger on a snow pile that pulls
Oh, I see.
like reload.
That sounds okay.
That's what, it's like not like an ammo thing as such, but it's more like the clip size. So once a clip's empty, you just have to run to a snow pile to get it back.
Okay, that sounds good.
Fun little kind of gameplay addition to add.
I'll increase the clip size then, maybe to 5 shots or something.
Yeah,
Before you have to reload.
that could be fun. Let me know when you're ready for a quick test as well.
Ready now,
Yeah,
without the snowball piles.
yeah. Should we have a little look how we're getting on with this
Yeah,
then?
okay.
Cool.
Is Sean making the Sean wall?
Yeah, it's my destiny.
Cool. We probably need to move the flags a bit further apart, but cool. You ready, Sean?
Yep.
Okay, yes. Quick play. So what have we ended up with? Me and Sean versus Adam. So,
Oh, my snowballs just drop. What's wrong with my snowballs?
Not very good throwing arm on us.
They're not happy snowballs.
They're not happy snowballs. Okay, they're kind of spawning behind you. Oh no, they're not.
I think they might be colliding with the weapon or something.
Yeah,
something weird.
We'll have a look at that, but okay. But hey,
They
what's
just
that?
seem to like run down your leg.
That's been like 15 minutes, and we've kind of already got most of the the mechanics there. I guess we just need to make some like bits of cover and stuff like that. So on the note of cover, I'm going to make a little bit of like a wooden tree fort thing. Now we've got
When
all
you were
this
kids, did you ever
cool new
play
wood.
this snowball fight game that I can't remember the name of now? It was like on the Amiga or something. What was that web game? I think I remember playing in high school because it must have been on the Flash game at the time.
Right.
I'm gonna look at it now. Hey, I know where I was going with this. I'm just gonna try and find it.
Yeah,
Do tell us.
I've got no idea where you're going with this. Anyone in chat know what Sean's talking about? Let us know. Some sort of Amiga / web-based snowball fighting game. Okay, it's the start of my wooden fort.
Oh, the rocket launcher doesn't work with the newest gun package.
Right, Coast to the rescue. Boop says he knows exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, see. I think it was
Seeing
just
as
actually called Snowball Fight. It's not a very inventive name.
Yeah, that's true. Draco, seeing as I may have already installed that, could you maybe tell me what I might need to change in the script, if you know? Otherwise, what can I do? Can I install it again?
Yeah, I'm just kind of making this up as I go along, but I think I've got an idea.
What are you making?
Just a little wooden like tree fort thing. Remember, like in the early days, we'd make these like all the time as our little test things.
Yeah. In the early days.
In the early days, back in my day. So, handy little tip again. You might have seen me do there. If you use R, it'll move the character to wherever your kind of cursor is pointing. It's quite a nice way of using your character to really gauge the scale of something. So, you know, how high does this need to be for a piece of cover? It's nice, you know, being able to use the editor and have your character there. It's a really handy little tip.
Who died and made you king of top tips?
Soz.
I feel like I haven't even got a top tip today.
You already had one, didn't you, with the Christmas trees?
Did I? Oh yeah, okay, I'll take it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint a bit of this one blue to make it clear that it's blue territory. Oops. Okay, so now just oh, I wonder, yeah, probably make use of the new mantling actually. Is that going to be, might be a bit too high.
You can make the mantling higher,
That's
up to
what
a
I was
limit.
going to do. That was my my hack approach. I think it might already be at the max. I think 250 is the highest. So yeah, we can always just sink them into the ground if we need to, though. But I'm going to leave it this high so we can maybe have like a series. You could mantle from one, you know, between them essentially. So that's one little bit of cover. You may have noticed as well. I made this from a voxel mesh. Instead of making it and then extracting it, I made it from a voxel mesh. And the reason I did that is because if I was to now get another one and want to place it, you see how it snapped with the bottom of it at the very bottom. If I'd extracted this whole thing now with the voxel extraction, it would have put the sort of center point in the middle of the whole thing, which would have meant that when I placed them, it could have basically sunk half of it into the floor. Sometimes that method is fine, but when you're placing things on the ground, it's always nice to build it from a voxel mesh and then always build sort of upwards of that. Okay, but what I want to do, I'm just going to rename this one Wooden Fort Blue. Okay, and then I'm going to duplicate this and call the other one.
I think I've worked out. I think I can see why the rocket launcher wasn't working. For some reason, the gun script in the newer version sends a message to the projectile script saying init projectile or something rather than move, which is what my script was looking for. So I'm going to see if that works now.
Gotcha. So all I've done there is just created a copy of sort of a unique copy of blue and called it red and made it red. So now we've got sort of two forts, one for each side of the map. Probably put the flag up on these actually. A bit more fun, isn't it? You've got to sort of climb your way up to the enemy's little fort.
Slater B-Burn says would be great if we could group voxel meshes maybe. What do you mean by that? Because you can? As far as I know in any way.
Group? Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I assume what you're asking for we can't do, but I guess we just don't understand exactly what you mean by that.
Right. How do we normally reload and how do I stop it?
I'll come and have a look in the script with you if you like. Gun script.
Yeah, gun script.
Cool.
That should auto reload. I don't want that on.
Yeah, you don't want that on. So again, if anyone's here for the first time, you may notice I've now jumped into a completely different view. Essentially, I'm still in the same editor, but I'm now in our code editor. And the nice thing about having our code editor built into Crayta is it means that we can extend our collaborative vision, essentially. And we're now able to work together in the same script in real time. So Adam, you're in the gun script somewhere. What line are you on?
115. I've just made a new function called external reload, which is what I'm going to call. And that, I think, all it has to do, we should maybe check the number of shots in the clip. If it's less than or equal to 0, obviously it shouldn't be less than 0. That'd be weird, but it's worth having there for safety.
Yep.
If it's less than or equal to 0, then self do a reload, and then you pass in something about ignoring state. I'm going to pass false. I don't think it should ignore state. I don't know exactly what it does, but you know what? It feels like we should only reload if appropriate. We shouldn't try and override anything.
Yeah, let's have a look here. So if you say false, not ready to reload. Oh, I see. Yeah, so if it's not ready and you said not to ignore, then it will only reload if it's ready, essentially.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Okay, yeah. So yeah, now what we need to do is create like a snowball pile. Oh, have you already got that?
Yeah, so I've called it
Refill
where is the
pile.
thing? Refill pile, and it's got a refill trigger underneath with a refill trigger script. You might want to connect the on trigger enter. Oh no, you don't need to, because I just used the on trigger enter function in it.
Yes, yeah.
And now I'm trying to work out what to do within that script. So I need to get the held item from the inventory. Okay. What's the best way of doing this? If I open up the inventory view script,
Yep.
is there like a get held item or something like that?
There's, I think, held item. Well, there's an on
Held entity as a property.
Yeah, I was going to say self.property.held entity. So you just need to basically call reload on that, don't you?
So player find script property held entity.
Yep, that's right.
Center scripts. No, it's like external reload, wasn't it?
Let's have a look.
That should be it.
Yeah.
And then I'll play a sound as well. Do you want to add this sound property?
Sure, when you saved.
Oh no, I meant add the property in code.
Sorry,
Right, I'll add it.
I was just pausing, waiting for you to do all the work for me. Oh. I just like watching you.
Okay, now you may now choose the snow sound.
Choose it.
Then I'm going to make the snowball pile, the refill pile. Sorry, a template. Do you think it should have collision, or players should be able to run through it? Maybe.
I think run through it makes sense.
Yeah.
What, the pile itself?
Yeah, the pile itself.
Yeah, that shouldn't have collision. Then you just basically run through the trigger and the piling, get your ammo back.
Okay, and I'll stamp a few around.
What's Sean up to?
Finishing my destiny.
Completing the lock-in wall.
It's my main contribution to these streams.
Okay, let's take this refill pile template and put them in obscure bits of the map so that you have to sort of run away from the action to refill. It is in no way balanced, but I don't think we care too much about this map, do we?
No. No, I think it's more just to show stuff off. But okay,
actually, looking at it, it's quite symmetrical. I'll take it. Oh, this is nice. So you have to mantle up to get the flag.
Yeah, I figured it makes it a bit more
That'd be cool.
Interesting, to use some of the new climb mechanics. I might make a couple more fort things in a sec, which are like a bit more like low level. But do you want to try out your gun changes?
Yeah, why not? Let's go for it.
Okay.
to be Burn said, basically, I released a house builder package. Once open, it puts 27 voxel meshes into the voxel mesh tab. Would be great if it was a drop down. Oh, I see. So like grouping it into a folder. That sounds like a good suggestion.
Yeah, it does sound like a good suggestion. Oh, I'm firing. I'll make a point to,
Oh no, I'm out.
to raise that at some point. Oh, I've got my cursor stuck on screen.
I'm out again.
Okay, I can't shoot, so I assume I'm empty. Oh, did I just run through?
Yep.
I ran through a pile
Oop.
that I didn't realise.
Projectile script has a error. It's not exploding properly.
Also, you can reload early.
Oh, I forgot to take off R to reload.
Cool, but
I got some bits right. All right, give me a break. Get away from our flag, even though I can't shoot you.
Wait, is it not doing any damage?
No, there's an error in the console on exploding. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Nice. Hey, I got a challenge as well.
Thank you for your flag. Oh no.
Okay, cool. Right, back to edit. So a couple of things to fix there, but as I say, again, we're only about half an hour in, and we're already kind of. This is a pretty fun little snow-based shooter.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
It feels so cold, Russ. I think we need a template to warm us up.
Oh.
I'm thinking something fiery, potentially in a metal object.
Like a burning brazier.
I think you get what I'm saying. Like a burning brazier.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to add one.
Also, there's a pond here. Has it got a green skull in it?
It doesn't know. It's got ice on it though, so it's not an official. It's not an official pond. Okay.
That's not actually a Rust certified pond.
It's definitely not. Right, so I need to probably have a look through some more of these meshes. So here's our snowman. He's a pretty fun chap. Got a couple of these around. It's like the crowd that are spectating. I feel like we could make some use of the icicles, probably hanging off a couple of these. So the row one is pretty good, just as like a pretty quick way to create that sort of effect. Jumbo one's pretty cool. It's like a massive one. Could create some fun like fantasy style. In a better position. Sort of like huge, yeah, like the jumbo voxels could create some pretty like very interesting sort of environment pieces. So I think you made like the sort of house portal in the showcase out of a lot of those, didn't you? Kind of spearing through.
Oh yeah, they're cool. And then the bridge, and then some parts of the ice palace as well.
Hmm.
And they were hanging off some of the houses, I think. I might have just gone for the smaller one. I'm not sure.
Nice big tree. So again, all sorts of shapes and sizes for the trees, but this one, I think it's cedar. Yeah, the winter cedar tree is particularly large, but pretty cool.
Russ, I just want to point out that even Richard's requesting the green skull pond. So
Okay.
pretty serious.
Let's go on it then.
I can do it if you want.
No, if you do, it's not real.
It's not authentic.
It doesn't really work when the stream watches me do it.
No, well, yeah, true.
So guys, can you just look away for like 2 minutes?
Okay, we need to stop reloading from happening when we press the R key.
If anyone in chat has a game that they're currently working on, or just kind of haven't thought about going back to, but after seeing this asset pack is thinking about going into, do let us know. Be interesting to see what sort of things people are planning to do with these assets in their existing games, or has this sort of inspired you to go on and create a new winter sort of frozen cold environment sort of based games. Odd you don't have a package for that, Skull. Yeah, I mean it's fairly straightforward. It's just a skull and a green skull in the pond. It does create quite a nice effect actually with the ice. You kind of really get to see the
Oh yeah,
the
that's
green
cool.
underneath. Yeah, I may have done this in a certain game that I'm responsible for, which you may or may not see soon. But yeah, so
How cryptic.
how cryptic. That's what people are seeing. Hide and seek winter edition. That'd be pretty nice actually. So yeah, the hide and seek game. It's obviously that very sort of Japanese kind of like the petals and things could easily become snow. Like I feel like that'd be quite a cool map. Ice fishing or fish on ice platforms in a river lake. Ice fishing, that'd be
That's
pretty
cool.
fun actually, wouldn't it? Like yeah, you have to go find the hole in the ice and then some sort of fishing mini game, and then after like a few minutes the ice freezes over. That might be pretty
That'd
fun.
be cool.
Winter Haven. Oh, I see. Instead of Bridge Haven. Yeah, cool. So yeah, quite a few options and ideas there. Right, what was I? Yes. So let's create a small bit of cover. So again, I'm just going to go to voxel meshes. What I'm going to do this time is just create a sort of, again, similar how I did with the ice. I'll create like a snow voxel mesh that can kind of sit on top of it, just as a nice way to set dress it. Okay, so I'll do it from the brown wood again. I'm just going to turn off tilt shifting. There we go. Editor rendering settings override is a nice way to just turn off the world settings for when you're actually working. I just realised I was really struggling to see the voxel then, just because of the effect, which is cool for gameplay, but obviously for when you're working it does get a bit trickier. Boop says that he's expecting a one-to-one recreation of Iceland before winter is over from Iceland. That'd be quite.
That'd be good.
That'd be quite the project.
Okay, I think I've done a burning brazier with a fun little addition.
Nice.
Let's place a few.
Okay, so at this point I could just paint this top bit with snow, but what might be quite nice is just almost do a little offcut of it. So if what I might do is extract this top layer. Okay, so now that allows me to just sort of position it and offset it slightly. And then let's paint that with snow. And it's just a nice way to just kind of offset the way it looks and feels. So it's just, again, kind of getting things off grid, like Adam did with the palace. It just kind of helps things look and feel a little bit more realistic sometimes. But also, you have to be careful. Obviously, you're not introducing too many various entities here. So obviously, this cover, for every piece of cover I place, is now 2 entities instead of 1. So let's put that back under there, so that's hierarchy's correct. That's snow, and call this small cover blue. Okay, and then again, like I did before, let's just rename small cover extract to small cover snow, so we know that's our little snow piece on top. Okay, I'm just going to rename this one to be small cover blue, and then again just duplicate it and basically call it red, so it's going to be a red version. Okay, place my snow, and this way it's nice. I can kind of create slightly different versions of it that might have a slightly thicker bit of snow on top, and then I can just paint move it to red. Okay, so now I've got these two. I'm going to template those so I can kind of keep them as their sort of two pieces of two entities.
That's enough messing with world settings. I need to actually work out what was going on with the snowballs.
I assumed you'd done that first, like procrastinating from your homework.
I think I did, but I didn't check.
Oh, I see.
The world settings was more fun.
Okay, so again, I've got this sort of template now, which is both entities, and because I created it from a voxel mesh and built sort of upwards from it, it means that when I place them now, they're going to snap to the floor as I'd expect them to.
Okay, I'm going to go into a solo preview and have a look, see if I've actually fixed this.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're probably getting up to a point where we could have a proper preview at some point soon. Another nice little tip with the snow again, it's quite nice to sink things into the snow to really give you that sort of feeling of the fact that snow is starting to bury these things.
Did we, has the terrain got damage enabled?
Is that you telling me that it has?
Destroying them.
A small snowball makes a massive hole in the floor.
Okay, so damage enabled is off.
Enough.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I guess there's a good way of testing actually. The rocket launcher, snowball launcher thing has no can't shoot sound, so it's not obvious when you run out of snowballs. So maybe it should have some sound there.
Sean, have you changed the flags to be big Christmas turkeys?
It's topical.
I was going to say actually we should change the flags to be something. So this is like capture the turkey. Hey, like turkey shoot, that's a thing, right? So what we need to check is when you collect one of these, I think there's like a template that it spawns. Yeah, flag held. So we need to make sure the flag that it spawns on your back is also the Christmas turkey, right?
Okay.
That would only be accurate. So
that would be accurate. Sean, have you put invisible collision around? Because I got stuck inside it.
Don't do that.
But I did. What's it called?
It's called blocker.
What? In English?
Block it. It's like the 10 voxels that are outside of the terrain.
Oh, nice. Is that meant to be block area? No.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
I'm going to go with it was misspelled.
What is it? Yeah, but misspelled what? Oh, just blocker.
Yeah, it's just blocker. Yeah.
I don't know why. I thought it was more interesting.
Having a quick look through chat. The Santa hat doesn't come off the snowman meshes, do they? I don't think so. No. Did we have a separate snowman? I don't think we do we? No. Their snowman ears would get cold if we took the hats off. So
yeah.
What about snowball? If you lower the floor, create a snow non-collision voxel mesh on top slightly higher and create a trigger to slow player movement. You can simulate running through snow. That's a pretty good tip. That might work quite nicely. Again, it depends kind of how complex your environment is, but you could spend the time to have a single voxel mesh that kind of wraps over your landscape and do something similar. The trigger trick wouldn't work there, but at least the sort of feet through the snow would. And yeah, also sorry Adam, but I think that's the top tip of the stream. Beats anything we've come up with so far.
Yeah, it does.
Cool. Are you ready for a
Use 2
test,
Christmas
do you
trees
think?
together.
Yeah.
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 So we're capturing the turkey, or is it the whole plate, like the whole deal?
Well,
Oh yeah, you captured the whole roast.
something's going to spawn on your back, so
I'm excited.
Where's my snowball pile? Don't mantle onto that. Go this way.
oh, we've still got the prompt for reloading.
Oh, I messed it up.
Oh, we can't take the turkey.
Oh no.
Stamp on it there.
Okay, I'll have a look in a sec. Cool, but yeah, I just ran on the pile and reloaded. So that works quite nicely. Hey, nailed you.
I just like slid through it and died.
Nice. Okay, that kind of works. It's pretty fun. You're saying the flags didn't work now?
Yeah, what did I break?
The dinners.
Okay, well, while you fix that, I'm going to have a quick look at the sound library because I didn't look at that before. So winter is a tag. So yeah, we do have a few things here. So I'm going to be quiet, and I guess you guys quiet as well. I can play through to the stream. Oh, tell you what I will do actually. Where was your sound? Okay, let's stop that. Okay, cool. That's what we had, isn't it? So the next one. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, there's a few sort of single sounds, so things like sleigh bells, the snowball hits, that sort of stuff. But then we've also got those pretty fun music tracks. I think I'm going to change what we had to what was it? Sleigh bells fun. I quite like that one. Okay.
Oh, I heard it for a second.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I stopped it simulating because it keeps playing. I'll save it from the preview. Have we sorted out what was wrong with these?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hopefully.
probably. Hopefully. Cool. Okay, I'll go.
Let's
for
do it.
Play.
It's quick to find out. Ha, you are dead.
Thanks.
We haven't started yet.
They're pretty lethal snowballs. What have I done?
Oh no, I've run out.
Is it still not working?
Sean, have you still broken the turkey?
Wait, what is it now? It's like a big ball. What?
what have you done?
I thought it was because I removed the flag mesh, and put the turkey underneath it. I thought if I put a ball and make it invisible, it would be okay. Friends, it is not okay.
What have you done? Okay.
Can someone smarter than me take over? I'm just going to go and do some UI stuff instead.
Okay.
I'm going to take a look at the flag.
So,
What has he done?
wait, what is going? There's so many layers to this.
Are you looking at the flag spawner template?
yeah, I was looking at an instance of it, but yeah, let's have a look here. So I think all we need to do, if we get rid of some bits of it, get rid of the plate, get rid of the turkey,
Make this the turkey.
make this the turkey, and then just go with that, because I feel like that's what it was.
I mean, we can go with a plate, right? As long as there's no collision on the plate.
Sure.
Or is the plate might get left behind? I don't know. Let's just go with the turkey. It's probably safe.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hit play.
Oh, hey guys.
Hi guys. Right. This time. Oh yeah, they're not spawned yet because we're not started.
Hi.
Are you wearing a turkey?
Is the turkey in the middle just to throw us off, or?
I don't know. Did someone put a turkey down in the middle?
Wait, there's a turkey in the middle. Oh, I stole your turkey.
You're just wearing it on at the bottom of your back.
Oh no, someone's got my turkey.
Oh, I need to go and get a snowball pile. That.
I really like this mechanic of having to pick up the snowballs.
Yeah, okay, it works, and it's pretty simple. Couple of
Give back my turkey.
little changes. Aha!
No! Oh, we need to make the rounds a bit longer.
No
We
one
do.
wins.
I really like this music.
Yeah, it's quite jolly.
Oh, whoops, I should have musical.
I'm gonna get ready.
Oh, this is nice music.
I like how the turkey's legs are like either side of my hips, like I'm just literally wearing it. Turkey needs attach socket to head. Okay, right.
Oh
Yes,
yes,
it does.
yes,
You
yes,
need
yes,
to
yes,
clean
yes.
it.
5
So-
times, yes.
Flag. No, I think it's on the flag spawner where you determine. Yes, here we go.
Is it?
Attach held bone. Yeah, there's a property for it. I think it's just head will be the name of the bone. Let's have a quick look at the game. Just make the game a touch longer.
I'll remove the rogue turkey.
Pesky road.
Assuming there is a rogue turkey. Why is there a turkey in the middle? Is something simulating?
Not sure. We'll see if it happens again. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's see. This should now be on our heads. Hey, turkey's back. Okay, right, don't kill me.
Oh, there's a small amount of winter UI coming around the sides.
Oh,
You caught me just before I did manage spinach.
it didn't move onto my head. It must be a different thing. So, okay, we'll go back. We'll let Sean finish his thing. We'll fix the. We'll fix that. It must not be listening to that property. Boop says, have we seen any of the winter outfits yet? So we aren't showing off the outfits tonight. That's going to be a sort of a later thing. All we're showing off here is the sort of the assets that will be available tomorrow. But yes, do make sure you subscribe to the channel and obviously also join our Discord and keep up to date with all the latest news about when you might hear more about the cosmetics and that side of things. Right, let's get this turkey on our heads and then we'll call it a day.
Pretty sure that was a Mr. Bean sketch, right?
Yeah.
This strange old sentence. Okay, so flag spawner.
We are professionals.
So let's have a look at what this hatch held. Oh, there's an offset as well, I think.
So where was it attaching to?
Yeah, you should get this. This really good package for showcasing.
Yes, yeah. So hold flag, it attaches the flag to the player's attach held bone, which was the head, but then there's this attach held position, which I think, yeah, it spawns it at that sort of offset. So if we reset the offset 0, 0, 0, let's just reset everything. Cool. Yeah, should we see what that does? You see what I mean? So there's this here, when it spawns it respawns it with the position offset instead of just being at 0, 0.
Yeah, I see that. And then it says attached to. So where was it attaching before?
It stayed at like the lower back, but I think.
So I'm wondering if we need to move it to 0, 0 once it's been attached. Let's try it, and then I think maybe we'll need to do that.
Okay.
But try it now, see how it looks.
Are you ready, Sean?
Yep.
You sound confident in what you've done.
How about a hint for the Game Jam theme? It will be a word or words.
It'll be a word or words, and you can probably assume it's winter related, maybe,
or winter interpretable.
Yes, yeah, let's go with that. It's going to be on theme.
We've given away too much already.
Oh no, Adam started it. Right, is that?
Oh no, I've made it so you can only reload if you completely run out.
It's supposed to be there,
right? Sean, are you okay?
Nice. So probably need to do a bit of a rotate, but I think we could quite happily leave it at that. Sean's gone to hide. Right, I'm gonna go grab the flag. Don't kill me.
I can't. I've run out of snowballs. Yeah, I need to fix it because you have to have run out of snowballs to reload, and it should just be if you haven't got a full clip.
Right. Yeah, I am well and truly wearing this this turkey capture. Hey, capture the flag, capture the turkey. Nice. Okay. Well, I think that's probably a good place to call this. Just sort of end this one anyway. As I say, we are on an internal build, so we won't kind of be able to publish this, but maybe we'll tidy it up a little bit. Maybe we'll see if we have time, but we could tidy it up and maybe release it as a fun little thing to run around. But cool. Okay, well, once again, thank you very much, Adam and Sean, for joining me, and I'll catch up with you guys later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right, well, thank you everybody for joining in. Hopefully that's been a pretty useful insight into the asset pack, which we'll be releasing on Crayta tomorrow. So we're going to be pushing out this update at 10 a.m. GMT. There, you can likely assume there'll be a bit of a maintenance window. So if you see any messages around that in the morning, it's because the new assets will be on their way. So I hope, so hopefully that's been exciting. Do let us know in the chat, or if you're watching this sort of archive video, do let us know in the comments what sort of things you'd like to build with this stuff, and do let us know kind of all the sort of things that have inspired you to maybe go on and build. As always, do make sure you subscribe to our Discord. So you can find us on Discord, discord.gg/Crayta. There's a really active community going on at the minute, and kind of quite a great place to get in touch with other Crayta creators and developers, and also us devs on the dev team. So it's a really nice way to sort of engage with us, and obviously keep up to date with the latest news. Speaking of news, you can also find us on Twitter and Instagram. So that's at Crayta Game. That's again 2 really good platforms to keep up with all the latest sort of stuff that's going on in the world of Crayta, including our comic, and sort of obviously our seasonal announcements and the various game jams and all this different stuff that we get up to. And then again, as always, do make sure you subscribe to us here on YouTube. It's a really good place to keep up with kind of the visual content. So kind of seeing the sort of stuff we're up to, whether that's streaming from an internal build or whether we're on the live game playing with chat through our state share beta links. So lots of different types of streams. So do make sure you subscribe and set up your notifications here on YouTube as well. So as I say, just to sort of reiterate, the build or sort of the patch will be out in the morning. So that's 10 a.m. GMT, and you can expect a small maintenance window. And as I say, once that's up, they'll have all these assets that we've shown off here available for you to go and create your games with. We'll be back, I believe, later in the week. So keep an eye on Discord for more information, but with the announcement of our Game Jam theme. So do make sure you subscribe to find out more about that, and we'll see you in the next stream.